So this time, let us focus on the step-by-step process of finding the possible rational roots of these polynomial equations. So firstly, we need to identify our constant term. So on this case, our constant term, or our a sub 0, or rather p, is negative 6. And we also need to identify the coefficient of the leading term. So the coefficient of the leading term is 1, or it is represented by q, or our a sub n. So it is 1. This is our leading coefficient. And then, of course, we will list down then the factors of negative 6. Okay, so the factors are positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 6. So these are the factors of 6 or negative 6. And then the factors of 1 is of course positive negative 1. Okay? Now we can write down the possible roots by simply dividing p over q, or the factors of negative 6 and 1. So, if we're going to divide them one by one, it means that positive negative 1 divided by positive negative 1. Whenever we have the divisor which is 1, it means the numerator will always be the answer. So, the list of possible factors are positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 6. So, these are the list of possible factors of the polynomial expression equation x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 equals 0. So, these are the list of possible roots. Now, let us try to work on with this next example. List down the possible roots of x cubed minus 3x squared plus 9x plus 12. So, again, let us identify our constant term, which is 12. We're going to place it the numerator, and then our leading coefficient is found here. The leading coefficient is 1. Okay, and then we're going to list down the factors of 12. So these are positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 4, positive negative 6, positive negative 12. And then, we list down the factors of 1, which is positive negative 1. And as easy as that, since we have our divisor, which is 1, it means that automatically, the list of possible roots are found on the numerator, the values of numerator. Okay, so these are the possible roots. Positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 4, positive negative 6, positive negative 12. So, these are the list of possible roots of the equation x cubed minus 3x squared plus 9x plus 12 equals 0. So, let's have this example. 2x cubed plus x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. We're going to list down the possible roots. So, again, firstly, we need to identify our constant term, which is 6. And our leading coefficient, which is 2. And then right away, we are going to list down the factors of 6. So, the factors of 6 is, it's 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 6. How about the factors of 2? Positive negative 1, positive negative 2. And then we're going to divide. So, we are going to divide first by 1. So, positive negative 1 divided by positive negative 1. So, if the divisor is 1, it means we're going to copy all the values of the numerator. So, positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 6. And next, we're going to identify the value if the divisor is 2. Positive negative 1 divided by positive negative 2 is positive negative 1 half. Okay? How about the next one? Positive negative 2 divided by positive negative 2 is 1. So you don't need to write 1 anymore because it's already written. How about the next one? Positive negative 3 divided by positive negative 2. It's positive negative 3 halves or 3 over 2. The last one. Positive negative 6 divided by positive negative 2 is positive negative 3. Remember the 3 is already here, positive negative 3. So you don't need to write anymore the positive negative 3. So here are the list of the possible roots of the equation 2x cubed plus x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. Okay. So next, let us list down the possible roots of 3x to the 4th minus 20x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 4. So again, we're going to identify the constant term, which is negative 4, and our leading coefficient, which is positive 3. And then we're going to write the factors of negative 4, positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4. How about the factors of 3? Positive negative 1, positive negative 3. That's it. And then we're going to divide. So the possible roots, if the divisor is 1, we just copy all the numerator. Positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4. What if the divisor is 3? Positive negative 1 divided by positive negative 3 is positive negative 1/3. Next one. Positive negative 2 divided positive negative 3 is positive negative 2 over 3. How about the last one? Positive negative 4 divided by positive negative 3 is positive negative 4 over 3. So these are the list of the possible roots, rational roots of 3x to the 4th minus 20x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 4 equals 0. So using the rational root theorem, let us solve or find the roots of the polynomial equation x cubed minus x squared minus 10x minus 8 equals 0. So we need to identify first the list of possible factors. So what are the possible roots rather? Possible roots. So since we have the leading coefficient which is 1, it means that the possible roots could be found on the factors of negative 8, which are positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4, positive negative 8. So we are going to choose from these possible roots. And we will be applying the factor theorem. Remember the factor theorem. That if we have a remainder which is 0, it means that the given r is a factor. Okay? So let's have first the possible root which is positive 1. So for positive 1, we're going to place positive 1 inside, and then we're going to get the coefficients of the polynomial, which is 1, negative 1, negative 10, negative 8. So that's the first step. So bring down, and then we multiply. We have 1. We add, we have 0. 0 times 1 is 0. We add, we have negative 10. Negative 10 times 1 is negative 10. We add, we have negative 18. So we have a remainder which is negative 18. It means that 1 is not a root of this equation. Okay? So let us try if we have negative 1. If negative 1 is a root of this equation. So again, we have 1, negative 1, negative 10, negative 8. So this is a trial and error, remember. So we bring down this one. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. We're going to add, which is negative 2. Then we multiply. We have positive 2. And then we add negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 1 is positive 8. Okay, the remainder is 0. So, since the remainder is 0, it means that negative 1 is one of the root of this polynomial equation. Okay, so negative 1 is a root. So, these are the roots. Let's list down. So, since we have now a quadratic for the depressed equation, so if we're going to translate this, we have x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. So, remember the factoring that we reviewed. So, we just need to factor. Let's see if it is factorable. We have x times x. So, we think of the possible. What are the factors of negative 8? So, since it's negative, it means we have different sign. That will give you negative 2 if you're going to add them. So, what are those? It's 4, 2. So, negative will be on 4 and positive will be here. So, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. So, let's now solve for the x minus 4 equals 0. On the other side, we have x plus 2 equals 0. So, x equals 4. And then the other one is x equals negative 2. So, to complete, the roots are negative 1, 4, and negative 2. So, these are the roots.